T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
What is going on, people? Welcome back. Obviously, to everyone who watched the watch along with us, you will know we were mad frustrated during that one. To anyone who's new, just joining in now, welcome. First and foremost, people, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new and all that good stuff if you're watching afterwards. Do you know what I'm saying? Hit that notification so you always know when we're going live. This is the match reaction to Atletico 2, Liverpool 3. Matt will be joining me shortly, but I just thought I can't let the people wait. So let me jump in, see what everybody is saying, what is going on. I'm seeing people sharing a lot of discord for Simeone. Yeah, I'll wait for Matt to come in before I chop that one up. Let's start with the basics. I don't know about that yellow kit, guys. What we saying? I'm not a fan of that yellow kit. Not only do I not think it looks good in terms of just like to look at it. It's not a hideous kit. I just don't like it. Do you know what I mean? But that's the second game in that kit where we've just gone all mad and like took the lead and then let the other team come back and just all a bit weird, innit? Don't know about that kit. Don't know about that kit. Talking points from the game. Liverpool go 2-0 up very quickly. Within 15 minutes, we're 2-0 up away at Atletico. That is mightily impressive. We're playing really well. The attacking play was actually brilliant in that first 15 minutes, and it looked like we're going to put them to the sword. Then all of a sudden, they get a goal, which we'll chop it up later on. Should have been offside, but they get a goal. They end up getting that goal. It gives them the momentum. Then they all of a sudden a 2-2. And we're like, hold on a minute. How on earth has that happened? And then that second half, up until the red card, it actually did look like Atletico in the ascendancy, and it looked like they were going to end up winning the game. The red card happens. It changed the complexion of the game slightly, although they were still effectively attacking us. But obviously with a man advantage, we had a little bit more of the ball in the second half. And then a penalty gives us the 3-1 lead. Now, obviously, we'll chop it on Matt. We'll get into all the madness there, penalty that weren't allowed and all that. But let's just start where the game started. Let's talk about that first 15 minutes, because even though that game was fucking frustrating, yeah, excuse my French.
Crazy.
That game was mad frustrating. Let's keep it about 50. That first 15 minutes was absolutely sensational, bro.
Bruv, it was the best 15 minutes that I've seen us play in a while against a top team as well. Like, it was sensational. And the thing is, when we scored the 2 goals, I was like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted to see from a Liverpool team this season. And I couldn't have been happy at that point, bro. You're getting a goal. It looked like it was Salah's goal. Well, I think it's now been confirmed as Salah's goal, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they showed an angle that actually, it didn't actually hit Milner. It did hit Kondogbia. They showed another angle, so because Mo's shot was on target, Mo gets the goal, yeah.
So Mo gets the goal, so we're all pleased with that. And then obviously Naby scores an absolute worldie. Like
ballerina level,
worldie.
Yeah.
Man, Cinderella settings. Gina Houdini says someone is a champ, didn't even shake. Klopp's hand, ran straight to the locker room. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I was very shocked that he did that. It's sour grapes. Silver Spring says Klopp has Simeone running out of his own ends with the crying emoji. It's so true. It's so true. John Moore
So
says
I
this
don't know why
team.
that tickled me so much.
No, he did. He had him at his own end. I run him out of his own end. And John Moore says this team is really going to kill me one day. I had a heart attack after the Watford game, and I'm shouting my head off. Shouting my head off. Night safe. Say wife not happy with me, and it's my birthday. The more much love, guys. Oi, John, is it your birthday?
All
Let
right,
me drop
John.
the
Big. All
beat
right, the
for man.
wife's got to give you a blow on your birthday, surely.
All right, happy birthday, John. Dropping the
Yeah,
beat
big
for you.
up, man. Big up.
Everyone say happy birthday to John, man. Big up yourself, John. Happy birthday and that. Jeez. Right, but yeah, let's just hope Liverpool can not give you a heart attack again, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a techie one. It was techie, very,
Do you know
very
what?
techie.
You know, in honor of the first couple of super chats, I'm not gonna lie. That one, who was it? Was it?
What?
It
What
was
the one?
Silver Spring. Silver Spring tickled me with that one. I'm never gonna lie.
Man
Had
said
my
yeah, Klopp running
running
out of his
own
own end.
end.
It's mad. It's
All
true.
right, let's
It's so
start
mad.
there. Let's start there in honor of those super chats,
Hold
and
on,
then we
hold on.
can just rewind. Yeah,
Yeah, hold on,
go
quickly.
on.
Nina says, greetings, Matt and Jiff. What a game to wake up to at 3 a.m. So happy we won. I back Klopp if Simeone wants to scrap. I think we all would. We all back Klopp,
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
let
not
me
even
quickly just
gonna
close the
lie.
door, Jiff. Let me close the
Yeah,
door, yeah. One
I'm
second.
not even gonna lie. Getting into a scrap with Simeone is actually quite risky still. So I'm not even gonna lie. He's about it. But yeah, let's get into the yeah. Big up everyone giving John them big ups, man. Happy birthday, bro. Big up John, man. Big up each and every time. Yeah, so let's just chop that up in honor of the super chats and then we can rewind. Simeone, mad sore loser, bruv. Man just ducked straight down the tunnel. No love, no nothing. This is the same pussycat that ran down our touchline, all celebrating in front of the fans at Anfield, thinking he was some boss man. And what,
Brother.
you can't repay the favour? Because I saw Klopp shake your hand same way. And we were going out of the Champions League in that game, and Corona was about to hit the whole world. And I watched our manager shake your hand, and you were going through to the next round. And what? You're just going to run down the thing, you sore loser. Bro,
Sour grapes, man.
there's
Sour
nothing
grapes.
worse than a man not being sportsmanlike. I can understand if there was something that Klopp done to him, maybe, where Klopp was bad mind to him. But based on the result, you're just going to act like that. Get down there, you little sourpuss, man. Get in your change room and go cry. Do you know what I'm saying? Go cry some more. In fact, this is Simeone in the changing room, bro. Hold on. Where is it?
Man like Simeone, you know, sour grapes and everything. This is Simeone as well.
Please! Please! No!
That was Simeone, fam.
But you know what we say to fuck boys, bro?
Move your blood clot.
Yeah.
You little sourpuss. Come out of here, man.
Man like Simeone was shaken.
Chief.
He was shaking and stirred. He mad.
Let's get into it. Obviously, like I said, the sensational first 15 minutes. And then the first goal. Let's just analyze that. They even said in the studio at halftime, that is offside, bro. That is offside.
When you
Lamar
first
was
said
offside
it,
on both phases of play, Matt. Both phases of play, the first and the second phase, bro.
The only thing that I'm annoyed about is Joe Matip knows better to play to the whistle. So even though what you're saying is true, but there's a part of me that feels that even if he played to the whistle, I don't think anything he could have done because literally, as you said, Lamar was right in front of him. Literally, like there was no space. So unless he dashed Lamar out the way, nothing could have been done. Like literally, nothing could have been done. So it's kind of jarring, bro. It's kind of jarring.
Yeah, although, again, he did literally watch it, which is a bit... You'd think he'd make a little bit more effort to go for it. Because what you got to remember as well...
Yeah.
If you make effort to go for it and don't get it, you can actually look at the ref and go, look, ref, I couldn't get it because he was there. But when you act all nonchalant, you give the ref an excuse to be like, oh, well, you wouldn't have got there anyway. Do you get what I mean? You've got to kind of show that a little bit of endeavour that will convince the referee that you were being...
Failed the ref out there, I think.
Yeah,
bro, should have just played to the whistle, bro. He should have played to the whistle. Big up with the super chats as well. EP says, this was like watching Angie Celtic, just mayhem. It's so true. Just pure Pure madness. Marcus Barnes says poor performance tonight. It's another game where we look vulnerable in midfield. Also, our midfield is actually slow with or without Fabinho in the team.
That is
Big up
quite a factual
Monts.
statement.
Big up Monts in the building. Big Six Bounty says not a pen for me. He reckons it wasn't a pen.
No, it
Ash
wasn't,
said
bro.
Ash says scrappy defending it in the yellow kit. McDee's kit went toe to toe with Dirtbag FC in the lines then and got the win. F them. We move. Oh, trust me, Ash. We move same way, bro. Come on now. I think there's one glaring thing that people are saying tonight, though, Jiff, and I think we have to agree with it. The midfield wasn't on it tonight. Because even when they went down to 10 men, Jiff, remember when I was saying about how we didn't really capitalize? And even though we won the game and I'm very happy, I was still a bit like, we should have been controlling the game a bit more, maybe putting our foot on their necks, but we kind of got away with it, so to speak. Josh Artem says, I've been on a night shift for all 3 UEFA Champions League games and we won all 3. Hey, bro, I've done night shifts before, so I'm not even going to say stay on the night shift just for, like, I don't even know, superstition. But if you can, though,
yeah,
stay on them nights, bro, if it means we're winning. No, I'm joking. Big up yourself, bro.
big up
EP has
for
become a
becoming
member as well.
Big up, bro.
NGA Cassandra says, you guys seen how tight second place is now? Do you know what, actually?
Both teams are on 4 points, isn't it?
Yeah, them and Porto, innit? Them and Porto on 4. So Porto on 4 along with Atletico. The thing is, though, Porto have got a -3 goal difference. Atletico is just neutral at 0. But we are flying high with 9 points. That is 3 wins out of, 3 matches played, 3 wins. We are moving in this group, people. We are moving. Going to Atletico's ground is not easy, and to beat them. And I know they went out to 10 men, but you still got to beat what's in front of you. I know. And someone says Milan's got 0 points. Ahmed Sissoko says, big up my brothers. Quick mash up, Jeez.
Yeah. Big up yourself.
Bassett once said midfield need to be street smart, bringing players down. That is so true.
When the player's running in on goal, 100%, man, you can't just let him run in on goal like that, man. You got to take a little cheeky, you know what I mean? Take a little cheeky yellow if you can see it's a goal scoring blatant opportunity.
Arman says, guys, absolutely delighted with the win today, but our defense has been shaky against quality opposition this season. I get this was the same 11 that started against Watford, but worried for VVD. He didn't look good today. Yeah, we're going to touch on player ratings very, very soon, because I think there's a few players that had a very indifferent game, and I think Drift was pointing out earlier on when he was saying, like, VVD and Matip weren't really at it today. Like, even though we won the game, we still got to call it how it is, and our defensively, we weren't the greatest, especially in the second half. And even when they scored their 2 goals, they got into the ascendancy. So it is a bit mad.
That second half was actually quite worrying in terms of how we couldn't regain control of the match, even though they went down to 10. And as we were saying, they didn't go down to 10 and sit back. They actually kept attacking, which is what's a bit embarrassing about the fact that we didn't control the game when they were leaving spaces. Like, they were still attacking with a man less, so therefore we should have been able to exploit the space that they would have been leaving from being a man down, and we didn't exploit it once, bro.
It's so mad because there was one part in the game where it went out for a ball got long played by Atletico, and one of our defenders picked up the ball. And when I saw like their formation, it was so disjointed, and there was so much space in the midfield and the attack, and I was just thinking we got to exploit this. And to be fair, we never really did.
They went 4-4-1. I could tell at one point from the bird's eye view that they went 4-4-1 when they went down to 10.
Yeah.
So they still had their shape, don't get me wrong. But how did they have one up front and we were still getting like balls in behind and we were worrying and we was like, but we were for the whole of that last 6 minutes as well,
The defense got 10 men,
and we've got the advantage. And for the last 6 minutes of that game, we were panicky, bro. Like we looked like we was like proper holding on, brother. They had 10 men. I don't like the way that game ended, bro. I can't even front. We got to talk about the red card before we get into the player ratings, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Straight red for me is a right. Even though there was no malice, and I get that he didn't deliberately do it, you can't kick someone in the face. You just
No, you can't. I agree with that. When I first saw it, I did think, wow, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Because Griezmann had his eyes on the ball, but at the same time, as you pointed out, even if you have your eyes on the ball, if your foot is that high, you're basically even asking the ref, should it be a red card? And he put himself in that situation. Griezmann should have done that. He's not a malice player, but a red card is a red card and knows that is the letter of the law, Jiff, and it's dangerous play. Mohammed says, "Hey boys, did you see how VVD landed on that right knee after the second ball with Suarez? I was scared as fuck."
Yep, I was as well. But
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it
did
his
see that.
left knee that got done by? Was it his
I'm
right
not
knee?
sure. It did land a bit funny, and he looked like it hurt him a little bit. I'm not gonna lie though, VVD to me wasn't at the races today, and it did make me think, could we have played the game without him? But what's so mad is this though. We could have lost that game and we all would have been screaming for VVD. It is a tough one for Klopp. So even though I understand squad rotation is very important, it's hard to take out your best players, even if you think they do need a rest, because it's such a big game and you kind of just want to get those 3 points out of the way. Because there is a nice little breather. Because today's Tuesday, right, people? You got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you got and Saturday. So you got 4 days, and then you've got the Man United game on the 5th day on Sunday. So there is a bit of a breather for the lads. Vincent Viewpoint says Klopp played down soaking Simeone's classless attitude. Good old Klopp. Yeah, do you know what? Jurgen don't really like, unless Jurgen's really like annoyed with you or like you've done something to really get underneath your skin. He don't really say too much because even though inside he's probably thinking, wow, like Simeone, like I thought he was better than that. He would just never come out and be like, oh, he's a dickhead, red-headed. That's more a Jose Mourinho style of manager, like where whatever's on their mind, they just say. Whereas I think Klopp is bigger than that and he's better than that. 975 Jamrock says, whose fault is that, Drifty? Players, coaching, what?
Wow, Jamrock coming for Klopp already, yeah? And I'm guessing that's on the fact that they were down to 10. I think that's a bit of both, I guess, because the players, it's not Klopp's fault the players just started acting bummy. Like, Klopp can't do anything about the way the players just started panicking and being all bummy and stuff, but
it's true.
He should have reshuffled. I definitely feel like Klopp should have stopped them from being able to play ball in behind. That was getting on my nerves, that he didn't do any tactical switches with that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, agreed. Can we just enjoy, brother or Samson says, can we just enjoy the fact that Atletico got beat up? Them get beat up. Hold that. Diego. It's so true. All right, big up you, man, in the chat as well. I can see everyone. We've got 1,000 people in the chat right now. We are moving.
Are you rolling on the lappy, bro?
Yeah, where are you at now?
Yeah,
I'm just
I was
seeing...
gonna say try because it's a lot harder for me to keep up with the
Yeah. I'm just on it now. Ash says, guys, remember Atletico do this to everyone. They drag you into a bare knuckle fight and play dirty. Refs deserves big credit for keeping a calm head. That is so true.
And I'm not just saying it because he stopped the penalty from being a penalty. I think in the second half he realised that he was being mad biased because he was being mad biased in the end of the first half, beginning of the second half. He was giving them everything. And I think he might have started realising he's getting manipulated. Because you know when they're doing all that cheating and diving and rolling around, you know when the ref might just think, hold on, I'm getting manipulated here. These guys are blatantly like trying to do one over me. Because as a ref, you've got to kind of take some pride in not falling for the antics when people are doing these.
Of course,
do you know what I mean? Like, Atletico were doing some real dumb shit. Like they were
Of course. Silver Spoon says, I know Salah's been our best player this season, but Alisson has been a close second. I've lost count the amount of one-on-one saves he's making this season. It's so true. He's made a bag of saves, you know.
Up to today, I would also have said Matip, but today Matip was moving a bit mad.
For real. Elisa Aras says, glad we won, but we got lucky. They were sleeping for our first two, and the red card and penalty kick helped us massively. I thought Ox should have started. Now, fair play, Elisa.
There's one that got missed from before.
How is it? Saeed says, Klopp just walked out the post-match interview. That's from Saeed. Oh, then move to the next one. Chat's coming in fast, boy. No. We saw that from Mohammed's. Okay, seeing that.
Yeah, Jamrock saying he only got to see the last 15 minutes. Oh, okay,
fair
enough. He was genuinely asking the question. Yeah, it was a bit of both, Jamrock. It was a bit of both. I think the players needed to wake up and be more sensible and actually get that they needed to, be braver. Like, as Klopp said last time, be brave. Like, we started to be very, edgy and just kicking the ball long and being all stupid. And that was after badding them up for the first 15, 20 minutes. We were on their neck. Like,
for real.
You know what I mean? But then Klopp needed to do something tactically to stop that ball over the top, and he didn't. So then I blame him because they were just in every time. They were just playing the ball and they were just in. There was one point we were so in their half that Griezmann made the run, and when they showed the replay and we thought he was offside, he was in his own half, so he couldn't be offside.
The high line that we were doing was absolutely kind of at times suicidal. I was like, are we not going to learn from this? D Dub says, "What's good, Kings? When are we gonna address McManaman's pagan commenting?" Do you know what's so mad? Yeah, D Dubs. I didn't hear his commenting because obviously we're doing the watch along, so I didn't hear it. I didn't hear McManaman on what he was saying. So yeah.
McManaman was rude to me once, so that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, is it? LFT Sports TV says Diego Simeone, he is a pagan. Laugh out loud. Mohammed says, I'm not going to lie, I don't know what VVD was doing in that Griezmann goal as well. I also thought Alisson kept us in the game today. 100% right. Alisson did keep us in the game. Vinod Fernandez says, much love from Australia. There's the magic number for Paul Cater is scoring college like Letitia, 9 out of 9. Job done. Bring on United. You never walk alone. So true. Bring on United, bro.
Today's performance has got me a little bit shook about United playing that ball.
Yeah, because we didn't play amazing today. I have to say,
bro,
we didn't play amazing. We didn't play amazing. I can't front. But yeah, Drift. All right, let's move on to 975 Jam was at Team Kopish. Isn't that what happened last year against Madrid last year?
No, I think it was the year before we played Madrid. We didn't play Madrid last year, did we?
Was it the year before last?
Yeah. I don't think we played them this year. No.
When it like the
it was no, because you know I think that
with
season
Adrian in goal.
That season was actually a lot more just it was Adrian's fault, to be fair. Like that dodgy kick and then whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Do you know who we definitely miss in this game? Even just thinking of it now, is Thiago, because I see a game where you go down to 10 men and whatnot, and even just to control the game from the outset. That's a Thiago special right there. This is what he does, his bread and butter. Obviously, he's injured, but you can just see how much we really miss him. And that's for people that still feel like maybe Thiago hasn't settled and whatnot. But you don't understand people like, we have a ball on our hands. I don't understand that he hasn't, been fully fit all the time. But I think Thiago's influence on Liverpool was very, very underrated, in my opinion, because he's very different to the other midfielders that we have. Do you know what I mean?
This is why I'm worried, because when Man United are playing crap is when they seem to be able to pull off results. That's the reason why Man United have got me a little bit nervous. But going to Old Trafford is never a good thing for us. So I think last season was the first time we won at Old Trafford since the Torres goal. That's a long time.
Yeah, it might have been. That's the first time we won in Trafford for.
No, sorry. Under Brendan, we beat them.
3-0. 3-0. No, it's 3-0 because Suarez got that. Suarez got a goal in that game as well, and I think it might have been two. Was it that the two Gerrard penalty ones?
Yeah. When Gerrard,
I think it was, and he could have got a hat trick.
Yeah.
2014 still, if I remember, them ones there, All right, cool. Chat to slow down ever so slightly. Let's move on to player ratings.
That one was a fresh one, bro. That Agile.
Oh, was it? Yeah. I'm gonna bring it now. I'll go. ADA J3 says, Firmino's recovering from that sweet cheap music. I hate games against Atletico, but glad to get the 3 points. We miss Thiago and Jones. It's so true. I say we miss Thiago more than Jones, even though I still feel like Jones could have played today as well. Though I can't even front.
100%.
But let's move on to player ratings. Apologies, people. We've had some technicals today, so we haven't got like the graph how we have as normal. So we're just gonna do it normal. We're just gonna speak about player ratings. Myself and Drift. Apologies for the technicals. We've had, as you've seen, guys, we've had the technicals with the first stream and whatnot. We've had a few gremlins today, but we still do player ratings. It's Kop-Ish. we still talk about this. So, Drift, I'll start first. Alisson, player rating, bro. 10. He gets a 10. He gets a Miras. Alisson gets a 10.
Apart from the fact that he was doing a little bit of lackadaisical passing in the second half, which was a bit... We know Ali just does that all the time. I don't know what that is all about. Bro, without Ali, we probably lose that game about 5-2, bro. I'm not even going to lie, bro. He was sensational in the first half.
I'm not even going to lie. Like,
the amount of saves he made in that first half, bro,
I'm playing devil's advocate tonight, like, as I'm doing tonight, but I fully agree with you. I think Alisson gets a 10. In fact, I'll tell you, Alisson, well, we'll get into it. Alisson gets a 10. He gets a Miras from me.
100%.
He gets a Miras. He gets a 10. All right. This is where it's going to start to get a bit harder. Trent.
I'll go with a 6. I don't think he was terrible. I don't think he was great. I'll give Trent a 6. I think he was napping for the second goal, but he played some really good passes. He's the one who set the penalty up. Yeah, I'll give Trent a 6.
Yeah, Trent kind of fell off. I think Trent had a very good first 50 minutes like everyone else and kind of fell off a bit. And I think Atletico just started running ragged at him. at one point. I just saw Yannick Carrasco just having bare time on the ball. You
Mm.
know, what's so mad is one of their goals came from that side where Naby Keita got beaten very easy. Trent was just
That
ball
was the
watching.
second goal. Yeah, that was the second goal.
Trent just stood there and was like, "I Naby got beat. This is long to run after, man." Like I just saw he kind of looked and was like, "This is long." I didn't like that from Trent. For me, Trent gets a 6 as well. He gets a 6. All right, Virgil van Dijk.
I can't lie, but Big Virgil's got to get a 5, bro.
5. I was thinking
He's got to
5.
get a 5. Like
I
bro,
don't know what happened to Virgil today, you know.
Do you know what? I don't know if it's my own insecurities or if I'm being, or if I am seeing what I'm seeing. But even though Virgil ain't playing poorly, he ain't Virgil anymore, bro.
No, but
it's worrying me, bro.
No, but he
It's actually worrying me, bro. I don't know what's
don't
going
be
on with
worried.
Virgil, bro.
Don't be worried. Remember, I keep saying this, bro. We will not see the best of Virgil van Dijk till January. I pushed it back.
Bruv, you've been
saw the
pushing it
schedule.
back every month, bro. You said
No, I
October,
haven't.
November. Then you said November, December. Now you're saying January, bro. You've been pushing it back,
No. We can check the takes. First, I said November. Then I was like, the way he's been playing, we might have to put on some 2-month tax there. So that's why I said, bring it back 2 months. Bro, I'm going to be real. I said he's going to be very indifferent. People quote me if I'm wrong. I've said this. He's
Are
not
we
going
making
to be...
excuses for him, though, because he's a world-class player?
No, we're not. Bro, he's had a career-threatening injury. He's going to have up and down games where he can coast for a game. There's going to be games where he gets his hands a bit dirty and he has to do a bit more than what he needs to, and he still shows he's got it. And then there's going to be games where he just has a bad day because there's just times when he's just not 100%. Because, bruv, he's not 100%. Looking at Virgil van Dijk right now, I'd say he's about 70%, 75% of what he is. And that's still a good defender.
He's fully got an excuse. There's no doubt about that. But that doesn't stop me worrying, bro. That doesn't stop me worrying. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Like,
I still think he will turn it around.
I've never seen Virgil look vulnerable, and he
Plus,
looks
he needs a break.
vulnerable, bro.
Like,
he looks vulnerable, bro. Like I can't even front. He looks vulnerable. I don't like what I'm seeing. I just don't like it, bro. I think
he needs, in my opinion, he needs a bit of time out of the game as well, in terms of like just drop him. So like not for Man United maybe, but maybe the game after that, play Ibu, play Gomez, like allow him a breather. So even though you're giving him the game time, allow him to still get that full rest. So, but yeah, for me, he gets a 5. He does get a 5.
Yeah, I got 5. He got done for the Griezmann goal. My day.
He did, but I can't in front. What about Matip? I'm not gonna lie, Matip didn't cover himself in that.
Matip's a 5 either. As well. Matip wasn't good today either.
There were just times that Matip just didn't look like Matip.
He was looking mad. You know what? Virgil and Matip were moving like in a dream where you can't run properly. Have you ever had one of them dreams where you can't run properly and like you're all frustrated in the dream? It's like you're running through treacle. That's what Virgil and Matip felt like this evening, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. So I'm gonna give Matip a 5 as well. Still.
No, do you know? I was gonna say a 4, but because we won the game, I don't want to be that disrespectful. Because even though I know we're basing it on today, and we conceded 2 goals that were very sloppy, we could have conceded more. I still think a 5 is still kind of reasonable, because what like every time someone ran at him, he just fell to pieces. Just he didn't have a good game at all.
He wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So big up Rack as well. Big up yourself, brother. I must say, fantastic game, bros.
Yeah.
Do you know, it was a fantastic game, but kind of, I'm not gonna lie, Rack.
For the neutral, it must have been fantastic. Still, yeah, I was petrified in that last like 20 minutes or so, man.
I was very, very nervous for this game. I can't even front.
The half scores are back. The half scores are back, people. Trust me, the half scores are back.
They're not
if anyone deserves a 0.5, they'll get a 0.5. You see me?
Oh, we're gonna say Matt at 4.5. Anyway, we move.
No, Matt wasn't worse than Virgil.
No, he weren't. Robbo.
I'm gonna give Robbo a 5 as well.
Do you know what?
I'm gonna give Robbo a 5.
This is gonna sound, I'm gonna sound like
Was he any worse than the other two? I don't know if I'll say he was
worse.
Robbo
didn't play well at all, you know.
But I don't think anyone in defence did.
Robbo was kind of.
At least Robbo was making some forward runs and putting some good crosses. Do you get what I mean? So he did a little something, even though he wasn't the greatest defensively.
Yeah, he kind of.
I personally wouldn't say Robbo was any worse than Matip or Van Dijk. I wouldn't. So I'm going to give him a 5 as well. I wouldn't say he was any worse than those two.
I'm going to give him a 4. I'm going to give him a 4, Robbo. I'm going to be real. I think he might have been our worst defender. alongside
Fair.
Van Dijk, maybe. I don't even know. But Robbo was really poor, Drift. He just didn't. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Remember, there was
yeah,
one
yeah.
point in the game where we were like, we should have brought on Simicast at that point. Remember, there was one point in the game we were like, where's Simicast?
Yeah.
But again, we haven't got a cow here to kind of wait up. So you're giving him 5 and giving him 4. We move on to midfield. Jordan Henderson.
I give Hendo a 6. He wasn't great, but he was quietly trying to go about his business. Could have helped Trent a bit more. But the thing is, you see this whole helping Trent thing. I can't lie. It is part of his assignment. But he's been babysitting Trent for years. I think it's time that we stop having like a go at him and playing him down when he don't help someone who has to kind of do their job as well. Do you get what I mean? Like, I think it's a bit unfair that we always go, like, every time Trent gets attacked, we go, where was Hendo? It's like, right, they're all grown men as well at the same time, you know. Like, Hendo's got another job to do. His job ain't always to just keep backing
That's very
Trent.
true. But
so, you know what I mean?
This is, I'm going to one of the greatest of all time here. But you see Messi. You see when Messi plays, yeah? A lot of time at Barcelona, you saw a lot of man do his dog work. And even now in PSG, and I know he's obviously got an order, but there's many times Messi just walk around the pitch, but everyone else is like helping him out because they understand how great he is. Trent is not on that level. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the team know he's an adequate defender. Like he's good enough, but he's not amazing. And when it comes to someone attacking you all the time, they know he's not the greatest, so he might need a bit of help. Because let's be real, he didn't need help against Watford. He didn't need help.
Yeah, but Watford weren't that good, though.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say. So it depends on the game. It just maybe our times. You said it best. 18-19 campaign, if we won the Champions League. Didn't he shut out Sane? Didn't he shut out Coutinho? Didn't he shut out someone else? This is Trent by himself. Didn't have no help.
Yeah. No, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying Henderson had a good game. I'm giving him a 6. Yeah,
You're just saying you don't want to bring down his rating because you feel like every time
I think it is a little bit unfair that one of the main criticisms that he always gets is he weren't backing up Trent. And even though I know that's part of the assignment, isn't it a bit unfair that like you got all the other stuff you got to do, and then what you're getting marked down for is not helping someone else do their job? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think you do have to take it into context and look at it from both sides. Yeah, it's part of his assignment, but when the midfield's getting overrun and he's trying to help that out, and then what? And then he's got to go help Trent as well. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is what I was gonna say. So for me, I'm not gonna base it on he didn't protect Trent
and you got to remember in the last few games when Flacco ain't been playing, technically it's not his job to help Trent. It's actually his job to help Trent when he's playing 8. When he's playing in the 6, he can't really keep vacating the middle of the pitch to go and help Trent. I think people are just too used to thinking he's got to go and do it. But when he's playing in Firmino's position like he was today, he can't just vacate the middle of the pitch and go and help Trent. Do you get what I mean? Like, in fact, now I think about it, when he's playing in the 6, it's not his job to help Trent full stop. It ain't, because then if the middle of the pitch is open, then we'll be berating him for vacating his position in the middle of the pitch.
That's true. That's true.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm not basing it on the Trent thing. I'm basing it on he was the 6 today, and I kind of kept on saying in midfield, the shield weren't there. Like we had no shield, and even when
it was a poor midfield today. It was a very
even when we went more defensive, it didn't make much of a difference in my opinion. So for me, he gets a 5. But you'll see why when you see the rest of my midfield ratings. Though. You'll understand why. Next, James Milner.
I give him a 6 as well. I think there were some things that he was not doing great. He was part of the midfield that was getting a bit overrun. One thing I do want to give our midfield, a little bit of a bly on is they weren't pressing well, which is probably more what I got a problem with more than anything. But Atletico did just keep going long. And if a team's going long, they're kind of bypassing midfield. So as a byproduct, you're not really, truly able to do as much as you normally would in midfield if the ball just keeps going over your head all the time. And the problem was that Klopp never asked the defence to drop out, which we know he's never going to. And the defence just kept getting caught so high up the pitch.
But the midfield also would kind of have to adapt that. So if you see long balls and they're kind of bypassing you, it's for you to then try and win the second balls as well. And I'm sure Klopp would have said that even before a ball was kicked, because he's always going to stress like there's going to be times in the game where if a team can't get past our press, they're going to smash it long. And that's where you have to use your game intelligence to kind of understand to get that second ball, what I thought.
But I mean, can you get a second ball if they're just in on goal? More time than not, they were just in on goal. There weren't no. They weren't in on goal,
but there were times when
just
the ball was
in on
perfect,
goal. It was just
but we were kind of slow to react. So that's why for me, again, I would give Milner a 5. Because even though Milner wasn't shocking today or anything like that, I just thought our midfield as a whole was really, in fact, midfield and defence, to be fair, like both midfield and defence weren't the greatest today at all. We can't even hide the fact, but midfield, it was too easy to get past them. And even as you said, when they did a long ball drift, we didn't adapt to it. So even though, like, I know Klopp set our tactics, but you've got to use your game intelligence to be like, okay, cool, they're hitting it long. So I've got to be able to react. As soon as that ball lands, I've got to be on them. We weren't really doing that. We was allowing them to get the ball down, get comfortable with it, and then run.
Yeah, but that's more the forwards' fault because it was their defenders playing the balls. It weren't the midfielders, man. It was the defenders playing the long balls. So you can't really blame the midfield because the midfield's just marking the midfielders, isn't it? So, like, if the defenders keep spraying long balls, it's more the forwards' job
but here's
to close
the thing,
them
though.
down, bro.
What you're saying is true, but if a defender knocks that ball long, their midfield are looking for that second knockdown or the runner. So they're looking for the second balls. We didn't do that. So when the defenders hitting it long, to whoever it is, Felix or Griezmann, they had midfielders runners, bro. And our midfielders, in my opinion, didn't track. We didn't track hard enough.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm trying to think of a time where it wasn't the forward who was the problem, though. Like, you're right, but João Felix and Griezmann were the ones mainly causing the problems, and Correa. And they aren't the midfield's problem. They're the defender's problem. Do you get what I mean? I don't know. It's a tough one. I hear
you. But I'm still going to give Milner a 5, though. I know you're giving him a 6.
That's fair enough. I'm not going to argue with 5.
It's so mad, that our ratings haven't even been that high and we've actually won the game. It's actually
but that's what I'm trying to take into consideration as well, because we can't have a whole team of 4 and 5s and we win the game, because that wouldn't even make no sense. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm trying to just be a bit more like, there was moments in the game that were terrible, but there was also moments in the game that were all right. Like, the midfield wasn't totally useless. There was still some times when they were doing well.
Of course.
Do you get what I mean? So that's why I'm trying to be a bit more even. So that's why I'm going Hendo 6, Milner 6. I'm going to be honest, but we might as well just move on. I'm even going to go 6 for Naby, because even though I think Naby got beat twice and was absolutely terrible in those 2 moments, he wasn't just absolutely shocking. The first 15 minutes he played well. He scored a banging goal. So I'm just going to go 6 all round for the whole midfield, bro. I'm going to go. I'm going to say the goal brings Naby. The goal brings Naby from a 4.5 up to a 6, because I can't take away the fact that was a beautiful goal, and he played well in the first 20 minutes. So I'm going to go 6 all round for midfield. Do you get what I mean? I'm just going to go 6, boom, down the middle.
Fair enough.
That's how I'm looking at it.
I've done exactly the same for you, but I've just gone 1 lower. But when I just said it out loud that we won the game, and I'm giving our midfield, who I still didn't think were amazing, all 5s, I do feel like I might being a bit harsh because we still won the game. But it's one of those things where you can get an ugly win and you can also get away with it. And I do feel like
with it. We definitely got away with it.
This is what I was going to say.
We definitely got away with it.
Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. I don't know. People would. I don't know. Like,
I mean, yeah, obviously people are going 5, 6. People are kind of agreeing. I'm just going 6 across the board for our midfield. It's
I was going to go 5 across the board. But either way, I suppose if we have the half points, it would be a 5.5 or a 6.5.
Well, give him a 5.5 if that's what you want to do, bro.
So, now I'm giving, just for that goal, I'm giving him a 6, blood. All you haters in the chat.
Do you know what was mad is, even though he got absolutely spun for both goals, which is really, especially the first goal.
He did get spun.
Lamar absolutely spun him for the first goal. That was horrible.
No, what João Felix done was worse, because João Felix.
No, I don't think it was, because I think with João Felix's one, it was a bit easier for Naby to have got caught on the other side. But Lamar stood him up. Bruv, Lamar stood him up and completely done him, bro.
Do you know what João Felix did? João Felix does one of them horrible body feints where he's down one way, Naby followed him, then he done another hesitate, and then he went, and I was like, this is just horrible to watch, because Naby didn't even know what he was doing at that point. It was horrible. Whereas
I hear that.
My man just dropped shoulder and went round. But no, do you know what? Let's just give them all 6s. We won the game. We actually did win the game.
That's what I'm saying. I think we're concentrating. And I mean, like, even some of the fans in the comments, I think the fact that we came out the game with the win means saying like 3s and 4s and all that Guys,
we
you
can't
don't
do
win
that.
away
We
at
can't do that.
Atletico if everyone's pulling up threes and fours. You just don't win at Atletico. You know, I know Ali got a 10 and he bailed us out a lot, but you don't. The team ain't getting threes and fours and we get a 3-2 win away at Atletico. Like,
This
that's
is
not
what I mean.
possible. I think we've got to be a bit level-headed here. It was a poor performance overall, but
Yeah.
I don't think the team played as badly as everyone should be getting threes and fours. I think that's 2-1. You know what I mean? That's 2-1 way. So I'm gonna go 5 across the base for the defense. 6 across the base for the midfield. I believe that's a very fair assessment of how the team played today.
Fair enough.
You know
All
what I mean?
right. I'm going to stick to the... I suppose it levels out at 5.5 because I'm sticking to the 5. You're giving it 6, so it levels out at 5.5. That's how I see it. So we'll leave it at that. But we won the game. That's the most important thing because I do think we kind of got away with it when I do still deep it. All right, forwards.
Oh, no, Tyre's saying giving that midfield a 6 is just nuts. Sorry, lads. Fair play.
It's not nuts. I don't think it's nuts.
We got a couple of people that are disagreeing. You know what I mean? That's fair dues. I don't think it's nuts.
Crypto Nation says we suffered with diagonal balls because our left back and right back were way too high, leaving only our 2 centre backs. The way we play it is what it is, but our back line wasn't good. I do get that. I do
hear that, but then we leave them exposed because they push up so much as well. I mean, Griezmann, when Ali made that beautiful save from Griezmann, he was in one-on-one.
So much space, but he's right.
He was in his own half. That's how high up we were. He was further back than the defenders, but he was still in his own half. That's why it wasn't offside. Do you know how high up you pushed? If a man is in his own half and he's still like
behind, it was actually crazy.
Hell.
That was crazy, and it hurt as well. But all right, we move. So. All right, front three. Front three.
No. Go. It's why did Griezmann do the Firmino celebration on Firmino? Oh, kicking him in his face. Oh my god.
Kung Fu kick, allow it.
Yeah.
All right, Sadio Mane. I'll let you rip off the band-aid. What do you think Mane got?
Do you know what? I don't actually think any of the forwards can be blamed for anything today based on the fact that
the service wasn't the greatest?
The service wasn't there. We started just hitting them really weird, hopeless long balls that we always do when we get a bit frantic. Like, they were feeding off scraps. Like,
Mane was diligent, though, and I thought he worked hard as well. Diligent,
I'm gonna go 6.5, 7 for Mane because I feel like he did well what he did. He was helping defend a bit. The first 20 minutes, he was definitely part of why we were ripping them to shreds. And then I just think all the front players got no service for about the last 50 minutes, 60 minutes of the game. Like, can we have a go at the forward players? They were just...
The service was poor, though.
There was no service to them whatsoever. Like, there was absolutely no service to them whatsoever.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
Rack says, bros, come on, we win the game and we have 9 points. Come on, he's laughing. It's true.
No,
it's
big
a
up,
tough one,
Rack. That's what I was trying to say, Rack. Like, it's one of them things where, like, I feel like the win. Well, we got the win. We cannot go too far the other way. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't go too far the other way. I agree with that. Oh, yeah, and in the first half, they were kicking the shit out of Mane. I just give him ratings for even being able to just stay calm. They were fouling him up,
they were trying to take out his ankles,
kicking him up, bro. Like,
for real,
it was a joke. It was actually a joke. So I'm gonna go 6.5, 7 for Mane.
I would go, if we're gonna do the half, 6.5 because I think Mane actually worked very, very hard. He's very diligent. Defensively, I thought he was sound as well. From an attacking point, I think he done the best he could with the service that he had. And let's be real, it's not like Mane had any clear-cut chances tonight. He really actually didn't. Some of the balls that were being played to him weren't the greatest. It was like feeding us scraps, some of them, so to speak. And I felt like he'd done the best that he could. I'm going to give Mane a 6.5. I felt like he was one of our better players, at least on the night anyway. And I think our forwards were as well, but we'll get into that.
Oh, yeah, you almost scored the header. Yeah, I think 6.5, 7 is a fair result. Fair score. Plus, he came off and didn't play that the last 25 minutes as well. So, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah. Bobby Firmino.
This is a tough one. I think Firmino probably played a little bit better in the second half when he was dropping deeper than he did. He was a bit non-existent in the first half. He was finding
more space.
Yeah. I'm going to go 6 for Bobby. I think he had quite a poor first half in terms of he didn't really get involved. But then in the second half, I think he was dropping into space. He was playing a bit more. and he was getting on the ball because I kept thinking it was Ox, but remember you kept going, no, that's Bobby,
Yeah,
bro, that's
it's Bobby,
Bobby.
it's Bobby. Yeah.
So like he was getting involved in the second half. So I'll go 6 for Bobby. I'll go 6
Okay,
for Bobby.
okay. I'll quickly give you my rating once again. Ty says it's nuts because even against 10 men, they were still getting done. We got out of jail there. Defense average, midfield above average, never. Okay, so obviously Ty, I feel understand what you're saying. Ty's trying to say probably the other way around. And I kind of, when you deep it, I just feel like our defense and midfield were just probably as bad as one another.
Probably, yeah.
Like the midfield was kind of non-existent at points. The defense was just getting at times like roasted, or at least it just looked too easy for them to even get possession in our half, and not only that, sustain attacks with a lot of ease. And some of our defending was just like it just wasn't the greatest. They had too many chances, so I kind of understand what you're saying with that, Ty. I fully do. Big up. Who was it? I just saw it coming now. Bear with me. Was that Ty's one? Okay, cool. It's the last one I need to see. Karthik says sometimes it is better to do the simple passes and keep control. We always look for a risky creative pass irrespective of scoreline. That's so true. We like to take too many risks, but again, that's what happens sometimes. And Ty says you said it, no service for 60 minutes, but a 6.
Well, so
that's because
does that mean he should get higher or lower? Because I mean,
he's trying to say lower because he's trying to. I don't know. I don't know.
No, not lower than a 6. Not lower than a 6.
I don't know. Ty, what are you trying to stress?
I wouldn't go lower.
You trying to stress lower or higher? My rating for Bobby would be a 6 again because I felt like with Bobby, I think done a better second half than a first half. He started to find space in behind as well. And I think he became sort of like a linchpin for us setting up attacks a lot in the second half. And I thought it was quite crucial. So I'm giving him a 6, maybe even a 6.5 for me. That's what I'm giving Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, I'm not mad at a 6.5. But like that whole their centre backs being able to keep playing the long ball is kind of also Bobby's responsibility to close them down, and he wasn't. So I'm also taking that because if you're the centre forward, their centre backs can't just keep playing long balls and you're not pressing them. Do you get what I mean? That's part of your job. So yeah, 6.5. I'm all right with that. I'm all right.
Mitski says Bobby defended well and no wonder Klopp trusts him. Yeah, he's one of Klopp's loyal servants.
In the second half, he was definitely helping defend. Yeah, definitely.
Loyal soldier is Bobby Firmino. All right. Mohamed Salah. What are you giving him, Drift?
I'll give Salah a 7. He obviously scored the goal. He was definitely the most on it in the first 15 minutes out of all the players. He was on it in that first 15 minutes. He scored the goal.
And
he's playing well. But then he was just starved the service.
Just like everyone else.
Just like everyone else. As soon as whatever happened, then Mo just wasn't involved in the game because we couldn't get the ball to him and we just kept lumping it up there and then he couldn't keep it. He couldn't make it stick because obviously like they just kept putting him in situations where it was either difficult for him to control it or there was 2 or 3 men on him and he couldn't really do anything but pass it back to Trent or whatever. And he wasn't really allowed to express himself that much. So I'll give Salah a 7.
I kind of want to give him a bit higher. Reason being, even though the first goal was a bit lucky, because the first goal obviously took that deflection. Whether it's obviously still Salah's goal, but it took a deflection. But the way he created that goal, Jeff, was absolutely sensational.
Yeah.
Obviously, he scored the pen as well. And I'm not gonna remember we were saying like before he even took the kick. He looks mad nervous.
My days. Do you know what? No, do you know what? Sorry, my bad. I totally forgot he scored the penalty. My bad. I even forgot we had a penalty for a minute there.
Yes, we did.
My bad.
Dispatch.
No, Salah gets an 8. Sorry, I totally forgot he scored the penalty. Totally forgot. That's my bad. I had a brain fart. So he gets an 8. I totally forgot.
I was going to give him an 8. And even though he was kind of starved as well, I always kind of felt like he was our most dangerous attacker when he had the ball and when he had a decent chance. Mo always looked to do something. And I think for me, he set tempo.
I don't know if we ever actually did look dangerous at any point in the game. No, to be honest, bro.
First 15 minutes.
I mean after that. After the first 20 minutes, did we actually look dangerous at any point in the game? I don't even think we really had a shot on target, did we?
Very few and far between. But I always
Fabinho had a shot. Other than that, I don't even.
It always kind of felt like he was gonna score if he had a decent opportunity, which he kind of didn't. But do you know what I'll say? This is where the half comes in. It probably gets a 7. If we're deep in it, it's probably 7.5 because even service wise. But I'm still gonna go 8 because he got the 2 goals.
And
It's
and
the
he was
way
under
he created the.
monumental pressure for
Oh,
that
of course,
penalty.
bruv. Of
Mad
course.
pressure for
And
that penalty.
for me, the first goal was the most important because
Mm,
he set levels, he set trend, and to create that goal, bro, by making it making it look so easy, you have to give man credit.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll
So,
give Mo an 8, yeah. So
cool,
obviously,
cool.
man of the match is Ali. I think the whole chat
Ali,
must be
yeah.
universally in agreement that Ali was man of the match,
Ali's definitely man of the
without a
match,
shadow of a
100%.
doubt.
Ali's definitely
Without
man of the
Ali,
match,
we get embarrassed tonight. I'm not even gonna lie. Without Ali, we get embarrassed tonight. We
100%.
do.
All right, let's move
Oh
on to
yeah,
the
so it was
subs.
Ox who had that shot, not Fabinho. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's Ox. All right, so substitutions.
Well, you
All
light
right,
skin
so
brothers look the same, innit?
let's bring on who was the first substitute? Fabinho. What are you giving Fabinho? Because he came on for Naby Keita.
I think Fabinho did well when he came on. Based on the whole second half of football, I give Fabinho 7.5. I think he improved the midfield quite a bit. He was still getting beaten, but again, because it was long balls, it's not necessarily his fault. But he was making good tackles. He came in. He put a lot more steel and a bit more weight. He was throwing his weight around in midfield a bit more, and they weren't as bossy over us. So I'll give him a 7.5.
I'll give him a 7. I'll give everything he said, but I'd still say slightly 7, even though he went about the. In fact, you know, he put in some very good tackles, but again, they kind of bypassed him, which kind of meant at the same time as well, he wasn't needed as much as I thought he would be. So don't get me wrong, the substitution was the right substitution, but because they were bypassing him a lot with that long ball that he was talking about, there were times I was like, no, Fabinho, like, where are you? Where you going? But it wasn't even his fault. But I'm still giving him a 7 because the work that he did do was very, very diligent. And as you said, he put in some crucial tackles. So for me, he gets a 7.
He let them know they couldn't boss us around anymore, and that's what I like.
He was definitely our best midfielder when he came on.
Yeah. He let them know that you're not just going to come and bully us up now like they were in the first half. So yeah.
Agreed. All right, who's next? Oxlade-Chamberlain.
How long was Ox on for? About 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think was it him and Jota that come at the same time? I think it was, innit?
Yes, it was, yeah. I'll give Ox a 6. I think he tried. I think he did a bit more than what our midfield had been doing up until that point. But again, he was only on for like 20 minutes. But I give him a 6. I think he was okay. I think Ox was okay when he came. When he made a couple runs, did a little 1-2s, had a shot. I give Ox a 6, 6.5. I think Ox did all right when he came on. He wasn't great, but I think, and he was playing out wide. And he's not a winger, man.
I was gonna say he's playing out wide, and he just didn't look that great out wide. I'd say he gets like a 5.5 from me.
That's a bit harsh. It was better than Hendo and Milner if you think about the time he was on the pitch.
But he was playing out wide, and I didn't want to see him there. And I kind of feel like he couldn't. He had a couple of moments, Drift, but I wouldn't say that when he came on the pitch, like everything changed. Whereas like Fabinho, you could see as soon as Fabinho like stepped on the pitch, the way how we even played just started to change. And maybe because he's the enforcer. So for me, I'm giving Ox a 5.5, maybe 6. But 5.5, 6 kind of thing for me.
Fair dues.
Rack, big up Rack again, bro. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love each and every time, bro.
We got to drop the beat for Rack.
Oh, of course.
Big up Rack each and every time. Hold on. I should have been prepared. Each and every time. Big up yourself, bro.
Trust me. Bros, Atletico Madrid is the champions of Spain and top of the table. Now we went there and it's very difficult to go there and we beat them 3-2 at their stadium. It's true, you know, even though it's so mad, right? Because if you look at that game just by highlights, you'll say Liverpool didn't play very well, but we came away with the win. And maybe this is something that maybe we need to appreciate even more because more so than not, normally when we beat a team it's because we played exceptionally well. Do you know what I mean? We were at the fences and we put pressure on them. But tonight we didn't play that great at all. And in fact, we didn't play well at all, in my opinion. We just didn't play that well. I know we scored goals, we didn't play that well, but we came away with the 3-2 win. So it's testament to us that we can go away in Europe and win ugly. Yes, we got lucky, but we still came away with a dub. So, you know?
And that's what I was saying, that testament to what Rack was saying as well, because that's what I said a bit earlier when people was going like quite harsh with their ratings. And I was saying, guys, I know we didn't play great, but you don't win 3-2 away at Atletico with a team full of 3s and 4s. Like, that's not happening. You're getting beaten. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you just would. So that's what I'm saying. I think people were being a little bit harsh with the 3s and the 4s. I think that was too low. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 3s and 4s is really low. Sorry, Sam, actually, for me, it's a super chat, bro. It says, given the way that they play they play the win is great. The scum team always play this way when they are down. So, Simeone right now is crying in his mum's womb.
That is a bit. That's a bit. Actually, that's not even harsh because the way man just ran down the tunnel, just showing that bare sore loser mentality. I can't believe he actually did just say nah. Because it's the wickedest thing, bro. Let's not get twisted. It wasn't even just about Klopp. He's showing his own players no love for putting in a great performance and great fighting spirit. Because let's not get twisted. Atletico played well today, so we didn't even come on the pitch and congratulate them. And I think their crowd was great. I think they made it hostile. You've got to show appreciation to everything. Man, just in his feelings. He just ran down the tunnel in his own feelings. Like, come on, man, you're a grown man. You can't do that, bro.
No, you know what I'm saying, I agree. Basic One says Atletico are one scummy team, fall over and bully refs. Do you know what? Yeah, they've always been like that. They are literally the master of the dark arts when it comes to their football. The way don't get me wrong, I rate Atletico in terms of their spirit. Like, they will never die on you. Like, in terms of like their man, they will give everything. But in terms of their theatrics that come with it, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all, and that's just me being frank. I respect them. I just don't like them.
And you know what's mad? Do you remember when we went 2-0 up and you went, bro, it looks like it's going to be all right, Drift? And I was like, no, Matt, let's calm down, bro. We are away.
No, I didn't go that far. When we was 2-0, I said, Cal said this is going to be 3-1. Still, we might be onto something. Because I said 1-1 draw. So, well, it is what it is.
I think we're caught up in that Naby sauce.
Maybe.
Banged in that goal still.
Maybe. Ty says, Alisson kept us in the game. Midfield was poor. Nah, it's so true. Ali kept us in the game.
You know what? Big up whoever it was who just said it in the chat that made me realise, I don't think we've ever beat Simeone. So I think this might be the first time Klopp's got one over him, which is even more so loser because Klopp shook his hand every time he got one over on us. And then the one time when we beat the man just runs off like that. Come on, man.
Man was actually
that is
blowing.
Bad sportsmanship, man.
Man was blowing, you know. Man was blowing. All right, who's next? So we talk about Jota. What did you... Jota, I might be real, Joe. Jota didn't do nothing.
Bro, he didn't do anything. Actually, no, tell a lie. He did two things. He won the penalty.
Sorry, he did.
And then he gave away a penalty. He did two things and they were both penalties. Thankfully, the ref used common sense and realised that the player was being theatrical and dived.
Yeah.
Other than winning the penalty, though, which I don't want to take away and act like it's nothing.
Because it's still important. But let's
because it is important. But what we got to remember, what I'm trying to be level-headed is, Jota didn't win the penalty from a magnificent piece of skill. It was the dumbest defending I've ever seen in my life.
He just ran. He literally
just ran, and then the defender just barged him over like an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Jota a 5.5. I'm gonna give Jota a 5.
I think he does get a 5.5. I think he does because you can't really give him a 6 because my man was a bit daft in the penalty box and nearly gave away. Even though the guy died, he nearly gave away a penalty. And even though he won a penalty, which was testament to him because all he had to do was run. Other than that, we weren't saying Jota's name at all in the whole game. Like, I can't even remember a time where it was like, oh, Jota nearly.
Yeah, and the fact that him and Ox came on at the same time and we all remember some good moments from Ox means Jota was poor because they both came on at the same time and you can't then go, oh, well, maybe Jota didn't have enough time because you're like, well, Ox showed a few good bits when he came on and Ox was kind of playing out of position. So I'll go 5.5 for Jota. He did win the penalty. I know it was a dumb foul, but it was still him who won the penalty.
It was.
I'll give him a 5.5.
Same. I'm just Charlie says Jota trying to get to the basement. One thing you got to understand with Jota, he's just come back from injury. Remember, he came back from Portugal.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and he kind of was rushed in, kind of back on the bench. He still looks a little bit off to me. I think another couple of days training or whatever would do some justice. So I think we just got to understand that. Was that all the subs, Drift? And we move on to Klopp, or was there another sub? Was that it?
No, we brought Joey G on and we brought Nico on for Salah while you was away.
Of course. Bro. Yes. I missed that one. Demo Dre says another record smash by Mohamed Salah, our highest scorer in the UEFA Champions League history, 31. Do you want to know what, Demo? I'm dropping the beat because I forgot that was even the case. I saw the stat earlier on and I completely forgot to even mention that tonight. So Big up Mohamed Salah. That's 31. If I'm not mistaken, he's overtaken Steven Gerrard. I think that's who he was up against, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, people. But big up Salah. 31 Champions League goals. We move. Salah's the king, bro. He's the king. He's the king, bro. He's the king. Right now, you can't talk to Salah. He's in the form of his life. You see what's so mad with Salah right now, yeah? Everything this guy does. So today, he scored 2 goals. I don't want to turn this into a Salah thing right now, even though it is going to be a Salah thing right now. You see FSG, who don't really want to spare money, they are fuming right now that this guy just keeps badding it up. They're thinking, look, man, we got to pay this buddy, you know. Like, we've got to pay it. Bruv, there's nothing that this man can't do right now. We're just gone to Atletico Madrid, like what Rack said, yeah, top of the league. They're not top of the league right now, but they won the league last season. I think they're in full spot. They're in the they're in the title race. We've gone there and beat them 3-2. Yes, there's a little bit of luck, but we got that luck because of Mohamed Salah again, because he created that first goal that kind of set the set pace. Sorry, Yafu says no chance creation against 10 men, Atletico and Chelsea FC.
That is a little bit worrying. That is a little bit worrying.
I would say we need Thiago for these type of games. We sorely missed today. Thiago loves them type of teams there where he can just have time with the ball and just pick you apart.
If I'm being completely honest with you, I think there's absolutely no secret that we need back a Coutinho, and it's for games like that. All right. Look at the downfall of Tottenham. Yeah, there's a lot of things that happened that made them go from where they were to where they are. But I think if you look at one of the pivotal problems, it was when Eriksen stopped playing well because he wanted the move and then eventually got the move.
Yeah, he was their playmaker.
Every team needs that type of guy because it's a difference maker. And we haven't had one of those and we haven't needed one because our wide players are so good. But you need that player. You just do, bro. Look what Bruno Fernandes did for Man United. Regardless of what anyone wants to say about Man United, Bruno Fernandes isn't as creative as, say, Eriksen or whatever, but he comes in and even when he's not creating, he's scoring from midfield because he's in that space. Like, you have to have that type of a player. Kevin De Bruyne, he does it for, or if not Kevin De Bruyne, then you have David Silva or you've got Bernardo Silva. Like,
no, we need players.
Man City,
but
you've got that guy in there. Like, we need that guy. Even Foden can kind of do it for Man City.
Yeah,
we need that guy that goes in the hole and he's capable of hiding needle passes,
any defense,
shooting, and just, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've got to get a player like that. We just do. We can't be the only team, trying to be that bad boy team. That don't have that guy that can just go in that midfield and just be creative. Yeah. That's since the beginning of football. That player has been mightily important. And we defied the logic. We won the Champions League without one. We won the Premier League without one. We get it, Klopp. You're a G. But, bro, let's stop making things hard for ourselves and let's go and get one of them guys who sits in between the lines. Between the lines. You know what I'm saying? As Rafa would say. In the half space. And just creates and just shoots and scores. And we need that guy, man. Come on, we need that guy. We ain't had that guy since Stevie G / Coutinho. That's a while now, man. That's a while. We got to get that guy back in the team, man. We just do, man. We just do.
I hear that. I fully hear that. I fully hear that. Right, Drift. Let's talk about Joey G. What are you saying, bro? Yeah.
I'll give Joey G a 6.5. I think he did all right, man. They started to do a lot of diagonal balls trying to hit him. He did lose 1 or 2 headers, but he won some headers. And he was in from the cold. And they were targeting him with the long balls. I'll give him a 6.5. I think he did all right. I was glad that he came on and shored out the game and it weren't Trent having their man there attacking him in the last 10 minutes.
I didn't want to see that. I'll give him a 6. I think he was solid when he came on. I just think Joey was solid, so I'll give him a 6. Nico Williams, I didn't even see when he came on, so I can't really give him a rating. I'll be lying.
I just got to give him a 5 based on the fact that he got about 4 or 5 minutes. Like, he shouldn't even really get a rating, but he did all right. He did all right, yeah, but he held the ball up once. They sprayed it out. He took on a player at one time. Bro, I feel like him playing more advanced like that actually makes it actually a bit. He's got no defensive worries, bro. So he actually don't worry about anything, and he's
Nah,
not.
nah, bro. No, but someone said he did
He
all
did
right.
all right,
So
bro. He did
if
all
he done
right
all
when
right, then fair play to
he did
Nico
all right. I
Williams.
think he
He did
beat
all
a
right.
man. He did all right, but he's only on the pitch for like 4 or 5 minutes, though. There was a point
Okay,
where it looked like
okay.
he might do what he did when he came on the other day and set up a goal. But yeah, I give him a 5. We weren't on the pitch long enough to give him anything more than that. But whenever you ain't there, he comes on and does well, bro.
Fair play, Nico Williams, innit? Man said he's our backup right back in that. Yeah, could be happy. Yeah, all right, cool. Big up Nico Williams, all jokes aside now. Big up Nico as well, because again, if he done more today, fair play. I didn't see that bit there, and
I think
obviously
did he
he
have a shot? I think he even
played
had a
well.
shot. Yeah, I think he even had
In
a
the other
shot, to
game
be
as
fair.
well. So we move. All right. Last but not least, Jeff Klopp. What are you giving Jurgen? What are you giving Jurgen?
I'm a little torn on the Jurgen one, G, because I think it was really poor from him to not change tactics, formation, or whatever in that first half spell where they were just badding us up and they got their 2 goals.
Yeah.
But he did a good tactical switch at halftime. I think all of his substitutions made sense apart from Ox going wide. But Ox played well, so I still can't say Klopp did something wrong. I'll probably give Klopp a 7.5 or an 8. He just got a 3-2 away victory at Atletico. And barring a few things being lucky, I'm not going to take away. I think his substitutions today were good. I think the decision to bring on Fabinho at halftime worked. I think bringing on Joey G to show up the right back spot for the last part of the game was a good decision.
Yeah.
And he just got out of Atletico with a 3-2 win. We can't be too harsh. Regardless of how the game went, he just escaped from Atletico with a 3-2 win and we're top of the group in the Champions League. We can't be too harsh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't be too harsh. So
I think
7.5, 8, 7.5, 8. I'll give him a 7.5. I'll give Klopp a 7.5.
I've got no problems with that because, as you said, going to Atletico it's not an easy feat. It's not. We just went there and beat them 3-2. Now, Klopp did make some errors by not starting Fabinho, but he rectified that, brought him on. Not only that, even though some people might have said he was slightly late to react, he still brought off Trent, brought on Gomez for the added solidarity at the back as well. And I think he kind of knew, and at the time, I was like, bro, why are you bringing off Mane? But again, Mane is needed for Sunday, so Mane needs that little bit of a breather as well.
I think that was also because if you realise as well, this is what's good tactically as well. He hooked the 2 players on the yellow, knowing that they're kicking us up and they're trying to frustrate our players into a reaction.
Yeah, 100%.
So he took Millie off. I actually think he only took Millie off because he was on the yellow. I think the Mane and the Millie one was they're kicking us, they're diving, they're trying to get players sent off. I'm going to protect my own players by taking them out of the firing line, and I rate him for that. I actually think those 2 substitutions are purely based on them having yellow cards. And Atletico were doing everything, all the diving and the cheating and all of that to try and get us sent off. To either rile us up into reaction or get us booked for a second challenge.
I fully agree, bro. They were. They really were.
Bro,
they were trying.
100%.
And I think in the first half especially, I was like, no, they're trying to foul up Mane, And I was like, remember I said, like, Mane and Salah, if they was like Mane's the one I feel like is gonna react because he's just that character where he's like, no, I'm not having that, man. Like he would lash out. Like there's that tendency. But
and even Trent was on the yellow. Actually, he was very smart, bro. Every substitution he made was getting the player out of the limelight by being on the yellow. No, big up Klopp, 8. I'm going to give him an 8 because that was very sensible today. And normally we mark him down when he doesn't do that. So I'm going to rate him up when he does do it because he saw that they were trying to get players sent off and he was very smart and he didn't give any opportunity for it to go 10 against 10 to keep the advice. So I'm going to give him an 8 because I think the substitutions were actually a bit smarter.
Listen, we beat Atletico. I've got no issue with Klopp getting an 8 at all.
Yeah, I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8.
So that said, they stopped our home record. Now we stopped theirs. You're damn right. Bassett 1, did I miss your super chat, bro? If I did, just send it back in. I don't. Let me see if it's still there, Bassett. Bear with me. I don't see it unless it got blocked potentially. Shaka A says we need midfield improvement in January. Bassett again, bro. Just send it again. Obviously not a super chat, but just obviously type in what you wanted to say, bro, before we head off. But no, Jiff, I could listen. We didn't play well tonight. We really didn't. But what's so mad is we played just well enough, even though it wasn't good, well enough to get that 3-2. And as Rack and everyone in the chat is saying, like getting the 3-2 against Atletico, bro, that's still massive, It don't matter how you kind of win sometimes as well. It's just getting those 3 points. That's what we needed. So, in my opinion, I think when you deep it, we're now on 9 points, bro. We've had the best start to a Champions League campaign. Man, we can't sit here and complain. We actually can't.
And 2 away games. It's very impressive that we're sitting top of the group with 9 points and we've had 2 away games. And both away games we knew were hard. We made the Porto game look easy in the end through brilliant play and being a good team. But we all knew on that trip to Porto, it could be the one time they maybe undone us because they're playing well. They just batted up Atletico and Atletico got that lucky win against them, remember?
Yeah.
In the was it a draw? No, it was a draw, innit? I think was it a draw?
Atletico?
No, Atletico won in the last minute of that game, innit? Against Porto.
They won. Yeah.
Porto beat. Is it Milan? Porto beat, yeah.
Yeah, Porto beat Milan tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
So Porto beat Milan, and
Milan have lost all 3 games, bro. Milan have lost all 3 games.
So what is it? Porto on 3.
No, Porto's on 4.
So who did they draw with then? Who did Porto draw with? Oh, so that means the Atleti one must have been a draw.
They drew against Atleti.
Oh, so was it Milan when Atletico won the game in the last minute of the match?
So Milan have lost to us, Porto, and Madrid.
Oh, so when Suarez got that winning penalty, that was against Milan then, was it then?
I think that was against Milan, because Milan got no points and Porto on 4. So Porto on 4 points. Atletico on 4, and obviously we're sitting high on 9, bro.
Oh yeah, Atletico 0-0 Porto. Yeah. So they beat Milan. So we're 5 points clear at the top of the group after 3 games. That's very impressive, man. One more win and we're through. We beat Atletico in the return game and we're through. Actually through, guaranteed through.
Guaranteed, bro.
Nobody can actually mathematically catch us if we can get the job done against Atletico in the next round. And I tell you what, that is mightily impressive considering this is a very tough group. Don't get twisted just because we're top of the group. This is a tough group and we're doing really well in it. And I think what that would do is that would then allow Klopp to be able to give a couple people some game time, like your Origis, your Minaminos and all that. And there'll be no worry about doing it because we'll you know what I mean? We'll be top of the group and we can't finish second. If we beat Atletico, hold on, I'm not getting that wrong, am I? If we beat
Atletico 1-12.
If we beat Atletico,
we would have qualified.
We can't.
I think even if we get a draw.
Hold on. No.
If we get a draw. If
Porto win all 3 of their games, they'll be on 13 points. Oh, so basically, if we beat Atletico, the only way we can't finish top is if Porto win 3 in a row. And one of them is against us as well. And I doubt Porto will win 3 in a row. That would mean they've got to beat Milan on the return game, and then they've got to beat Atletico, and they play us as one of the games.
We're in the driver's seat right now.
So if we can beat Atletico, then pretty much I will say we're top of the group, give or take. You know what I mean? Anything can happen, but we're definitely through whichever way. Even if we finish second, we guarantee qualification. So we just got to go and beat Atletico now, man.
Agreed. Bassett one says, Miss Super Chat, Coutinho, Isco, Sinia, James Rodriguez, Silva type of player needed. Maybe Harvey is the guy. That was referring back to your number 10 comment.
Yeah. I don't think that Harvey's the type of player we can kind of think he will be in the Coutinho mold. But you never know. He is a bad boy little youngster. Who knows? A lot of pressure on him.
No, it's true. Ero sending 1991 says, good show, guys. Keep up the good work. Basically qualified from the group now. Let the rotation begin. Now, Dini, time. Let's go.
Yeah, the only reason why I wouldn't go as far as to say it's definitely done is because I know we're better than some of the other teams, but I've seen other teams have 9 points and not qualify, you know. It can go wrong. Let's not get so carried away that we're just like, it's done. Let's still keep professional, level-headed. If we beat Atletico, though, then obviously we can have that attitude.
Definitely. Strangers91 says, who do you think is our weakest player? Taki Minamino, maybe?
Well, I'd go Adrian, but I don't like piling on him every time because it is getting a bit bullyish now, but it's Adrian. Outfield player. No, I'll say outfield player to your credit because you always used to get on his back. It's probably Nico if you're talking about the outfield players.
I reckon if Nico went toe-to-toe with shoulder barge Minamino, I think Nico might.
Oh, literally weakest. I thought he just meant as in who's our worst player.
No, I think he meant weakest.
Adrian's far from our weakest then if you're talking about strength.
It's Minamino.
Oh, yeah, if you're actually talking about body strength, then it's got to be Taki.
Minamino, for real.
Yeah. Taki got body by under 18s. It's definitely Taki.
DC says, don't forget, guys, Chelsea as a rival have players Going to the Club World Cup, so we'll have to play games in hand, and then their players going AFCON. That is so true. We know what that's like.
Oh yeah, one of the Champions League games is during AFCON, isn't it? Am I wrong in believing that one of our Champions League games is actually while AFCON's going on? Or am I getting that wrong? Where did I read that? I'm sure I read somewhere.
I'm not
Maybe I
sure,
could be
you
wrong.
know.
I
I'm
could be
not
wrong.
sure. Oh, correction. Strangers 91 says no, weakest link. So I got it. So weakest link in the team, not physically. Who's
Yeah,
the weakest link in the team?
Yeah, no, you're not, sir. What am I thinking? You don't play Champions League in January. Champions League starts back in February, don't
Weakest
it?
link in the team.
Weakest link. Weakest link. I mean, it is really harsh. We just won. I don't want to go.
Yeah, I don't even want to get into that right now. But
It is
for argument's
Nico.
sake, I'm just saying Adrian and Nico are our weakest links in
Yeah,
our whole
yeah.
squad.
Yeah,
In our squad. And I think that's about it. Drift, anything you want to say before we go, bro?
No, big up
Other than
everyone.
winning 3-2
Yeah.
in a massive game.
Obviously, big up Rack each and every time, man. Appreciate the love and support massively,
Each and every time. Big up yourself, like, love,
and you know what? And big up everyone else, man. We love everyone in the chat.
Trust
you man
me.
have been blessed tonight. Loads of super chats. Once again, they never go unnoticed, and they massively help
Indeed.
as well, guys.
To
run the channel. So
don't get you Drift. Tahir Qureshi says we need to do better. We need to do better. No more mistakes. Fully understand that, Tahir. Sorry, Drift. Carry on, bro.
Yeah, and big up to Tahir as well. Tahir's always in the comments. I like to
each and every time
with Tahir in the
comments.
comments.
Bacon Pops.
Yeah, everyone. You know what I mean. We don't say it in a cheesy way. The super chats really help the channel to actually grow and keep going. So big up everyone each and every time, and just love, man. I'm glad everyone was along for the ride. Big up everyone who was in the watch along with us as well. I'm not gonna lie, that might be one of the most entertaining watch alongs to watch back because we was arguing and stressed for the whole game.
I was for so the whole stressed.
Game, bro. For the whole game. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a very that must be entertaining to watch back still. Obviously the goal reaction show will be out tomorrow as well, guys, for the Champions League game. So make sure you check that out. And guys, if you want to send your videos in, obviously we've got the viewers review show. Just a little heads up as well, guys. Viewers review to everyone who sends in their videos. Massive shout out. Like Somerville, big up yourself every time. Trevor, Chris, all the people who are like regulars, you know what I mean? Big up yourselves each and every time. Apologies if I've forgotten any names, but obviously like I'm a bit exhausted after the stress that we just went through. But big up everyone who's Rack, Shaq, everyone who takes part in the viewers reviews. But guys, we gave you the platform, man. We're only getting like 3-4 people who want to be a part of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man, get your videos in, guys. Get those videos in, man. Don't you know what you're saying? Come on, man, get them videos in, guys. Don't you want your say? You know what I mean? Big up yourself each and every time to everyone, though, man. I know there's going to be loads of names that I've forgotten.
Email
like, apologies.
At teamkopish@gmail.com. Sorry, at gmail.com. You already know what time it is as well. Send it to our email. Again, trust me. And yeah, unfortunately, Cal couldn't be with us today. Unfortunately, Cal, yeah, he could be with us, but he will be back. So do not worry. Cal, in fact, what's tomorrow? We'll be back, I believe, on Thursday. But stay tuned to the socials as well.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? Stay tuned to that as well. We'll also let you guys know where we're going to be live again, and I'm sure it won't be too long as well. There's a few people saying they're now going to get involved in that.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Guys, we invented this show for you guys. Viewers Review is literally your show, guys. Do you know what I mean?
You have your say. It's
literally your show. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know people really do appreciate it. There's loads of positive comments in the video afterwards and that. I mean, people always agreeing and that. You know what I mean? It's your show, man. So get those videos in ASAP, guys, as soon as possible to be a part of the Viewers Review. And yeah. As I said, the goal reaction show will be dropping tomorrow. You know what I mean? Obviously, Mo Salah didn't pull out a worldie today, so there wasn't any crazy celebrations like there was yesterday. But, you know what I mean? It'll still be interesting. It's still be interesting. It's a massive win. It's a massive win. This is one of those days where we're going to look back afterwards and go, that was a big win, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Today's one of those results where we're going to look back and we're going to go, that was a big win.
Indeed.
As Demo said, landscape people for the viewers review.
Landscape people, you already know. But yeah, people, you'll see us on the other side. As again, stay tuned to our socials. You'll see us when we'll be live next again, and Cal will be with us.
No, but we know already, bro. Thursday.
Oh yeah,
Show,
but I'm
baby.
just saying, just in case of anything else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just
In
stay
case
true
there's
to the
like an
social.
emergency
Yeah,
Mo Salah
yeah.
contract signing where we got to jump in the thing and
Do you know what I mean? But
let's hope.
people,
Let's hope.
see us
Yeah,
on
and
Thursday.
Simeone, you're a big baby, man. You're a big
Innit?
baby.
Y'all big pussy. Yeah, Simeone.
I wasn't gonna say it.
No, I said it. Don't care. Everyone's asleep. I hope. I pray.
You know
Excuse
what?
my
I hope,
language, people.
I hope as he was running, he tripped over the cooler box and just landed on his ass and just stared up at the ceiling and thought, yeah, I was an idiot to run away like that. That was dumb, innit?
For real. Idiot, man, you know. Idiot, man. But trust me, people, we move 3-2 Atletico. Liverpool are top of the group with 9 points. Everyone else is chasing us. We move again. We got it right. We got away with it. We'll see you again on the other one, people. Take it easy.
Peace.